Is Caitlin Clark sending a message to Stephanie White, Amber Cox, Kelly Krauskopf, and the Indiana Fever? A message could be being delivered. Many people are speculating with this bold.
Welcome back to WNBACORE, your premier destination for the latest basketball news, major updates, and the biggest stories surrounding women's basketball. Today we have a rapidly developing story involving Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever, the New York Liberty, and the wider WNBA that currently has fans talking. There are plenty of questions, speculation, and important details to break down. So stay with us until the end as we look closely at what's happening and what could possibly come next. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to WNBACORE, turn on notifications, and join the conversation in the comments. This is WNBACORE. Let's get right into today's story. Officially, it's a disaster. The WNBA as a whole has just been thrust into one of the greatest crises in women's basketball history, and the Indiana Fever organization is in complete fear tonight. These days, the rumors are far more than just whispers made in private, they've taken over the front pages. According to reports, Caitlin Clark is getting ready to quit the Indiana Fever. Breaking reports indicate that Chris DeMarco and the New York Liberty have just intervened with an enormous, astounding multi-million-dollar offer to rescue the generational talent from what they see as a toxic, dysfunctional system in Indiana. The WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert is furious because of the astounding revelations emerging from this developing issue. Nobody anticipated this, but it makes complete sense given the breakdown of Caitlin Clark's relationship with her own coaching staff. She has been let down by the system. She has been misled by management, and now the ultimate result is unfolding. The Indiana Fever are in serious danger of losing the best player the franchise has ever had. If you believe this to be merely a typical trade rumor, you are totally unaware of the actual conflict taking place behind the scenes. Tonight, we'll reveal the New York Liberty's covert multi-million-dollar drive, the precise cause of Indiana's front office collapse, and how this single startling decision is going to permanently alter the league.
SpaghettiOs, Caitlin Clark introducing the Statue of Liberty edition, the New York Liberty edition. I already know you damn near besties with Sabrina. We think you cool with Lexi. No, you go way back with Sabrina. Caitlin Clark could be sending a message to the Indiana Fever. Hey, I might not sign that epic. Y'all pushing everybody else for MVP. Stephanie White is having tantrums every time I shoot the ball. She's falling over herself on the sidelines. I don't have to deal with this. I can go elsewhere. And I think Caitlin Clark should seriously consider going elsewhere.
However, you must consider the ongoing unacceptable betrayal Caitlin Clark has experienced from her own coaching team in order to fully see why she is prepared to pack her bags and move to the New York Liberty. Fans have been horrified for months as the coaching staff did nothing but watch. The malicious hits were visible to us. The obvious hard fouls were visible to us. While Clark's head coach sat silently on the bench, refusing to stand up for her, call out the league, or defend the franchise player, we witnessed opponents targeting her on the court with the clear intention of causing harm. However, it didn't end there. The coaching staff's use of fictitious ailment reports to manage her playing time, benching a fully healthy superstar under the pretense of medical management, was the ultimate tipping point. Although it was a calculated attempt to establish control, the outcome was disastrous. According to reports, Clark's team has had enough of the deceit. The level of disrespect within the Indiana facility has escalated to an irreversible point.
Just has to do better, and we have to invest in those areas. The technology can get better. We can treat the referees a little bit better, pay them like they're full-time employees. I think things like that. And, I think a lot has obviously come after that. And as I've stood up here and said before, like the harassment, the hate, none of that is okay. That goes for the opposing team we play. That goes for my teammates. That goes for my coaches. There should never be a question of character. Like I've always stood up here and said that, and that's truly what I believe. That's how I was raised. So, none of that is okay. And I don't want anybody to ever experience that. I think it can be really frustrating to me at times, and I think it's difficult. I think a lot of people sometimes think I'm a robot. I'm not a robot. I have emotions, I have feelings, and it can be really difficult to go through a lot of that. And I'm 24 years old trying to navigate a lot, and I think at times I've been in this world for 4 years now, and you would never change any of it. But there are times that it is hard, and there are times that, it probably affects me a little bit more than I do put on. And, I would never change any of that for the world. But I think it's important that people do remember that part of it too.
So you cannot expect a generational talent to stick with a jersey if you treat her like a liability. Instead of building her up, the coaching staff ruined the future of the team. And that's precisely where the New York Liberty and Chris DeMarco take advantage of the mayhem. There is blood in the water, according to the New York Liberty organization. They are moving in with an unprecedented push after witnessing a mishandled superstar being actively undermined by her own staff. According to people close to the matter, New York is getting ready to make a historic trade offer and financial package that would totally reset the market. When Chris DeMarco made subtle, startling remarks regarding Caitlin Clark, the whole basketball community took notice. He signaled that the New York Liberty are prepared to offer the superior coaching, protection, and market size that the Indiana Fever utterly failed to provide. The drama is tremendous, yet the business rationale is sound. According to insiders, additional prominent figures such as Sophie Cunningham are now being included in the discussion after witnessing the catastrophe in Indiana and understanding that a significant shift in power is imminent. The New York Liberty are looking for more than simply a player. They are attempting to control the WNBA's entire future. Additionally, they are employing the inept management of the Indiana Fever as their most powerful tool. We have to get to this. Shout out to ESPN because they broke down the fact that Caitlin Clark is still being targeted and she's still not getting any calls from the referees at all, like at all. It's really, really bad. What's going on? And it's almost like Kathy Engelbert has dropped the ball. We know she's dropped the ball, she's getting nothing done when it comes to this. Take a look at this here, she was hit near her throat for the third straight game, out of rhythm because they hit her and fouled her this entire game. There's proof of everything. Watch this dirty play. Caitlin Clark was getting hit, held, and tackled like a football player. That's crazy right there. The WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert is incensed and thoroughly taken aback by the magnitude of this backroom situation. A scenario where a star player is forcing her way out of a team because of internal friction and coaching issues is a nightmare scenario for league headquarters. According to reports, the commissioner is requesting prompt responses from the Indiana Fever front office, raising serious concerns about how a coaching staff could alienate the sport's most recognizable player. The management of the Indiana Fever is currently under unsupportable pressure. They are torn between a superstar player who may have psychologically checked out, an angry fan base demanding immediate changes, and an infuriated league office. The coaching staff's future in Indiana is under serious threat, the locker room dynamic is broken, and the brand identity is damaged. They ended up undermining their own position because they believed they could manage Caitlin Clark with restrictive limits and media spin. However, the New York Liberty could feature in Caitlin Clark's future as she promotes the New York Liberty Statue of Liberty colorway of her CC1S. The consequences of this situation will be enormous, and time is officially running out. The multi-million-dollar New York Liberty move will become inevitable if the Indiana Fever are unable to repair this partnership in the coming days. Indiana's Caitlin Clark era is crumbling due to internal friction, misunderstandings, and poor leadership. Will front management make a last-ditch effort to restructure the coaching staff in an attempt to convince Clark to stay? You know, the Indiana Fever organization hasn't always been transparent about injuries, so we can't necessarily look for complete clarity through them at all. It would be a complete waste of time to look for total transparency through the Indiana Fever organization when it comes down to injuries like that of Aaliyah Boston. Is it too late to prevent the league from being dominated by the New York Liberty? The sports world will never be the same since the drama has reached its pinnacle. As this incredible story continues to unfold, one thing is becoming impossible to ignore: the world of professional basketball is entering a new era filled with excitement, uncertainty, and non-stop conversation. Every day seems to bring a new headline, a new report, a new rumor, or a new debate that captures the attention of fans across the globe. Whether you are a longtime supporter of the Indiana Fever, a dedicated follower of the New York Liberty, a fan of Caitlin Clark, or simply someone who loves the game of basketball, there is no denying that the level of interest surrounding these developments has reached extraordinary heights. The discussions taking place across social media, sports shows, podcasts, and fan communities show just how invested people have become in the future of the league and the players who are helping shape it. What makes this situation so fascinating is that everyone seems to have a different opinion about what could happen next. Some fans believe that stability and patience are the most important factors for building a championship-caliber team. Others believe that bold decisions and major changes are sometimes necessary to create a winning future. No matter which side of the debate you are on, there is one thing that almost everyone can agree on: the growth of the WNBA has been remarkable, and the attention being generated around its biggest stars continues to reach new levels. The passion of the fans, the dedication of the athletes, and the increasing spotlight on the league have created an environment where every major story becomes a topic of national conversation. The reason these discussions matter is because sports have always been about more than wins and losses. Sports are about competition, ambition, teamwork, leadership, and the pursuit of greatness. Fans connect with players and teams because they see determination, resilience, and hard work. That emotional connection is what makes every game meaningful and every storyline compelling. When major developments emerge involving high-profile athletes, people naturally become invested in the outcome because they care deeply about the future of the teams and players they support. At the same time, it is important to remember that rumors, reports, and speculation are all part of the modern sports landscape. Until official announcements are made, there will always be questions, debates, and differing interpretations of the information available. That uncertainty is one of the reasons why sports discussions remain so engaging. Fans love analyzing possibilities, predicting outcomes, and sharing their perspectives with others who are equally passionate about the game. Every conversation adds another layer to the story, and every opinion contributes to the excitement surrounding what might happen next. Now, we want to hear from you. What do you think is the most important factor in building a successful team in today's basketball world? Do you believe organizational culture plays the biggest role? Is elite coaching the key to long-term success? Or do superstar players have the greatest impact on shaping a franchise's future? There are so many different viewpoints, and that is exactly what makes these conversations so interesting. Share your thoughts in the comments section below and let us know where you stand. We read your comments every day, and some of the best discussions on this channel come directly from viewers who bring unique insights and perspectives to the conversation. If you have enjoyed this video and appreciate the effort that goes into bringing you the latest basketball discussions, analysis, and updates, be sure to support the channel by hitting the like button. It may seem like a small action, but it makes a huge difference by helping more basketball fans discover our content. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to WNBA Core and turn on all notifications so you never miss a future upload. We are constantly covering the biggest stories, the hottest debates, and the most exciting developments from around the basketball world, and we would love for you to be part of this growing community. Also, make sure to share this video with your friends, family members, and fellow basketball fans. The more people who join the conversation, the more exciting and engaging these discussions become. Sports are always better when fans come together to exchange ideas, celebrate great moments, and debate the future of their favorite teams and players. Your participation helps create a community where basketball fans from all backgrounds can connect through their shared love of the game. As we look ahead, one thing remains certain: the future of basketball is filled with endless possibilities. New stars will emerge, new rivalries will develop, and new storylines will capture the imagination of fans everywhere. The journey is far from over, and some of the most exciting chapters may still be waiting to be written. That is why staying informed, staying engaged, and staying connected to the conversation is more important than ever. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. Your support, your comments, your likes, and your enthusiasm are what make this channel possible. We truly appreciate every single viewer who takes the time to watch, engage, and contribute to the discussion. Keep sharing your opinions, keep supporting the game, and keep enjoying the incredible world of basketball. We have many more exciting videos, updates, and discussions coming your way very soon. So stay tuned and stay connected. Until next time, take care, keep your passion for basketball alive, and remember that the next big story could be just around the corner. We will see you in the next video.